Hello guys, and welcome to Eric Sam's online lessons. In this lesson we are going to look at Mathematics 2025 GCE. Alright, so we are going to look at the part that looks at sets. Okay, in this case we have the question as shown on the screen. Okay, now let's read the question. Okay, at Kamulima farming community, 33 farmers planted sorghum, 25 planted groundnuts, 38 planted maize, 15 planted both sorghum and groundnuts, 14 planted both sorghum and maize, then 13 planted both groundnuts and maize, and 6 farmers planted all the 3 types of crops. Okay, so our area here, the first area of interest is all the three types. Okay, so now the question is telling us to illustrate the information in the Venn diagram. So illustrating the information, we have to draw the Venn diagram here. So we draw the Venn diagram as this. Okay, so we are going to say, okay, let's say this is the first set. Then the next set here. Then another set there. Okay, so there are 3. Okay, remember Venn diagram as universal there symbol. Then we are going to say where it says all the 3 types of all the 6 farmers planted all the 3 types of crops. Okay, now let's imagine this is so we are going to say we have sorghum. So sorghum, the initial is S. Then we have groundnut G. Then we have maize M. Okay, all the 3, where they are meeting all the 3 sets is this part here. So we are going to write what? 6 here. Okay, all the farmers, they all the 6 farmers, 6 farmers planted all the 3 types of crops. How many farmers? So we are going to write 6 farmers in the middle because they did all they planted all the types of crops. All right, so now from there, now we are going to look at those that planted the 2 types of crops. So we can start with the N. So now let's start with the 13 planted both groundnuts and maize. So those that planted groundnuts and maize. Okay, so groundnuts and maize, it's this part. Groundnuts and maize is this part. Now, if you look at this part where they're intersecting, groundnuts and maize, okay, this is where they're intersecting. Now, if you look at this part, we already have 6, so we have to subtract there. Okay, so when we subtract, okay, when we subtract, we are going to say 13 minus 6. 13 minus 6. What is the answer? We are going to have 7 here. All right. Then from there, we are going to say, okay, we are going to say, now we are going to look at the other, okay. The other one, it's we are going to focus, the next one is going to look at 14 planted both sorghum and maize. Those that planted the sorghum and maize. So sorghum and maize, they are intersecting here. Sorghum and maize, they are intersecting here. This is a space for sorghum and maize. So we are going to subtract 6. Okay. So sorghum and maize, we have how many? 14. Okay. So we are going to say 14 minus 14 minus 6. 14 minus 6. You are going to find that you have 8. So you write 8 here. So that when you add these numbers, you are going to have 14. Okay. Now, from there, you proceed to the next. That is the sorghum and sorghum and groundnuts. Sorghum and groundnuts, how many do we have there? Sorghum and groundnuts, we have 15. So you are going to enter on your calculator. Remember, in the exam you are allowed, this is paper 2. You are going to enter, you enter how many? You are going to enter 15. Okay, 15 minus, you are subtracting 6. Okay, minus 6. you're going to remain with the 9. All right, so you write that 9 there. Now that you've written everything there, you're going to go to the other part now, one where the individual sets. Okay, so we start with the 33 planted sorghum. So you enter 33 planted sorghum. So sorghum is this 33 planted sorghum. Remember, we already have some numbers there in the sorghum set. So we are going to add these numbers together. So we add these numbers. We are going to say, all right. So these numbers we have 1, we have 8. Okay, 8 plus 9 plus 6. Okay, 23. Now, if you're going to subtract that, you're going to, if you're going to subtract 23 from 33, you're going to remain with the 10. So you write 10 there. Then you go to the next set. Okay, you go to the next set, 33 planted maize. 38 planted maize. 38 planted maize, you're going to say, all right, you go to the maize set, then you add also these numbers that are already in the set. 8 plus 6 plus 7, 21. Okay, so then you are going to subtract 21 from 38. Okay, 38. You're going to remain with the 17 here. You're going to remain with the 17 there. All right, so in that case, now you continue, you go to the next one. Groundnuts. How many groundnuts? We have 25. So you do the same. Groundnuts, you add these numbers. 9 plus 6 plus 7. All right, so you're going to have 22. 22 minus, you're going to subtract for groundnuts. Groundnuts, we have 25 there. You have 25, so you're going to say minus 25. You are going to remain with the 3. All right, okay. Do we have any other information left? Remember, they did not specify that some farmers did not plant anything. If they said some farmers did not plant anything, then we would have written them outside the sets. But this is what we have now. Okay, so we are done illustrating. Now we go to the next question here. They're saying, how many farmers were in this community? So we just add these numbers. Have to add the numbers there as they appear. Okay, so we have 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 7 plus 17. Okay, so if you are going to add that, you need to indicate it here. 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 9 plus 3 plus 7 plus 17. You are going to find 60. So it means the farmers were 60 altogether. All right, now here they're asking, the next question they're asking, how many farmers planted one type of crop only? So if they ask you one type of crop only, you go where there is this only number here, the numbers which are this side, the ones which are outer here, they are the ones that you're going to add. So you add these numbers, you add 3, 10 and 17. So when you add 17 plus 3, 20 plus 10, you have 30. So farmers that planted one type of crop, they are 30. So if you can show this, you're going to say 17 plus 3 plus 10 is equal to 30. Okay, so the next one you're going to say, you are looking at those that planted two different types of crops only. two different types of crops only. You are looking at this one here. The only numbers that are here, don't include the one in the middle. So only it's this type only. Here, these numbers, okay? So you add 8, 9, 7. So when you add 8, 9, 7, you're going to write here 8 plus 7 plus 9. All right. So when you add those, you're going to have 24. Okay. So you're going to have 24 farmers. Okay. 24 farmers. All right. So hopefully guys you've enjoyed the lesson, and don't forget to subscribe and share. All right, and always stay glued to this channel for more lessons. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next lesson. May God bless you. Thank you.